Hey, I'm Edie.
I'm Judy.
And together we're the Rainbow Grannies.
Hey! We come on here every Saturday and Sunday morning. We just had daylight saving time kick in. So we really need our coffee this morning because we think it's 8 o'clock Eastern time, but it's really 7. It's been 7
What
for
amazes
half a
me
year.
is that I normally don't have a problem getting up. And I would have been up a long time ago on just a normal day. But today it just feels like I'm just dragging. Dragging.
Well, King Mike had the solution for it. So
Yeah.
can't wait. He put the survey out. He's going to change it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what to say.
hey.
I'm speechless.
So that's my political comment for today. Now we can go and have the rest of the morning.
Yeah,
it's out of my
have
system.
A little fun, huh?
Out of my system.
Morning.
Yeah. Kate say, good morning, wonderful Rainbow Grannies.
Morning, Kate. How you
I
doing?
Hope you had
Kate,
a wonderful day yesterday.
We did. Kate, can you tell me, since you're first person in here on YouTube, can you tell me where it is you're from, or is that like the secret, or what?
Yeah, because you didn't share the secret yesterday.
And Kate, I want you to help think of stuff you can we can talk about. And if you got a secret you want to share today, let us know. Hey, Rachel, how you doing? Morning. What's going on out there in Rachel Land?
Hey,
morning, Tyler. How you doing?
Everybody getting your cup of coffee? Thank you for the roses.
Yes, thank you very much.
So we're here both on TikTok and YouTube if this is your first time coming in.
Yeah.
We do TikTok and YouTube together live, and on YouTube it gets recorded, which is nice. So
right.
We come in every weekend, Saturday and Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern time, just to talk about whatever we want to talk about. It's a safe space for the LGBTQ plus community. We have just a couple hours of just fun, support.
Well, Rachel said she woke up kind of confused because of the time change.
I forgot
well, we did see, I guess we could talk about it a little bit because everything on YouTube is recorded. So I saw the other day where Trump asked what was your opinion? Would you like to have a time change? Would you like to? Well, wait. Wait. Okay. He asked. It's all in one. Mm-hmm. He asked if you'd like to, keep the time change because he won't confirm or commit to anything. Oh. He said some people like the time change. Some people don't like the time change. Some people like it, but some people don't like it. But we don't know. And then Elon said something about, how about you just let us know if you would like to have the time change or if you don't want the time change because, we'll just change it. And that's possible, evidently, because I don't know why we've been suffering all these years because, I would like for them just to put it somewhere and leave it alone, but I guess a lot of people are concerned with too much dark and too much daylight and all that kind of, whatever. Mm-hmm. Good morning over here on TikTok. I'm Edie.
I'm Judy.
And together we're the Rainbow Grannies. We come on here every Saturday and Sunday morning on TikTok and YouTube. Our YouTube channel is Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. We are part of the LGBT plus community. We have a show called Coffee with the Rainbow Grannies, and we have a good time. We get on here. We normally don't talk a whole bunch about politics, but every once in a while we might get a little bit off on them. And it doesn't take long for you to figure out which side of the rainbow bridge we're on.
That's for sure.
So,
and
yes, Angel, we will be your grannies.
Yeah, I saw somebody in Canada was signing some kind of legislation. He said it's a beautiful legislation. It's a wonderful legislation. It's the best legislation ever. No more American liquor on our shelves.
Yeah, you know what? What's his name? Oh, somebody took him away. That's okay. Sweet Texas legend wanted to know if we ever stopped talking. We stopped talking when you stopped listening. And guess what? You're still listening.
Hey, Queens. Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan. How you doing? It's good to see you. Let's see. Hey, baby doll.
I need new granny because my other grandparents don't accept me. Oh, Angel. We're here for you.
We're here.
We understand. That's where we got our name from because, you're not alone.
Right. Right, and that's how we got our name. I used to be Tooth Fairy on here because I made dentures for 43 years, and I was Tooth Fairy everywhere. But it's just like every time you turn around, everybody was asking us, "Will you be my granny? Will you be my granny? Will you be?" And it was just like, you know what? I think the world needs a couple grannies, so that's who we are. You know, we're the grannies, and we are supportive.
Hey,
We're
that's right, Angel. Yes, you adopted by
Yes,
the Rainbow
we're
Grannies.
supportive and we're here for you. You know, I mean, it is really sad, and I want to thank
Mhm.
everybody that's in here, even like the people that are sitting in the background and not saying anything. I want to thank you for joining us and just taking a chance to learn a little bit, because being part of the LGBT plus community, there are a lot of people out there, young people, old people, you know, that are suffering because of feeling
Mhm.
abandoned. You know,
And Gracie here is saying mine don't accept me either because I'm bi, but I am proud that I am bi, and that's good.
right.
Should be, you
And
know.
I mean,
So,
what's so hard is it's so hard to understand for us to understand, because I've always accepted, you know, my children and their children or
hmm
whatever, is they are
hmm
what they are, you know,
right.
and so it's so hard for us to see that somebody could actually turn their backs on their
hmm
children. You know,
hmm
I mean, I just don't even understand this, you know. So that's where a lot of bad people step in too, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, honest to God, I mean, I know, you know, we're talking a whole nother thing here, but when you turn your back on your children and you don't support them, there's a whole bunch of bad people out there that are willing to support them, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So when
So,
they don't,
Mads, yes, we'll adopt you too. Wants to give us both here. We'll
thank
give the
you.
hug for.
Yeah, but when you don't have somebody to support you as a young child, you guys all know this. As young children, when you don't have anybody to support you, then that means that there's evil out there for you. And we're not
hmm
talking our
hmm
LGBT plus evil. I'm talking like the drug evil. I'm talking like the gang evil. I'm
hmm
talking like people like the weird neighbor next door evil. You know, because you just don't give your kid what he needs, and you got to accept it too. For all those parents out there that don't want to say it's not my fault, it's not my fault. Well, you know what? Put your hands around your kid, give them a big old hug, and let them know that whoever they are and whatever they are is okay with you.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that you're okay and that you love them no matter what. You know, because honestly, if you don't love them, somebody else will. You know,
And whatever somebody else is not real love.
no,
They're
it's
just
not.
using them, exploiting them,
Right. That's
making
why
them
a lot
feel
of these
wanted.
kids get into all kind of trouble, because they're
hmm
out there looking for somebody to say, "Hey, come with us. You're
hmm
okay." You know, next thing you know, they're out there running around in the streets at night doing stuff they shouldn't be doing.
Right.
You know, robbing and carrying on and breaking into old ladies' houses and all that kind of stuff, just because somebody didn't accept who they are and love them. You
Right.
know.
Maggie here saying my mom accepted me being bi. Her response to me was, "Honey, I love you, and if that's what you like, okay."
That's
So,
right.
so for everybody else who doesn't have that, just this is a safe place to be. How tell us you've got not just us supporting you here, but everybody else on the channel today or also on the live that's supporting you.
Right.
And and there are places to go to find the queer community where everybody's just going to embrace you and they will fill that hole. It doesn't take away missing your parents, but
Right.
they'll
And like
help fill
Jimbo
that
said,
hole.
people need to educate themselves about the LGBT
Mm-hmm.
plus
Before
community
they shine.
before they judge. And this is
Yeah.
true. I mean, with all the hate that's going on in the world, this is where I get into the
Right.
politics too. With all the hate that's going on, I mean, people jump on them wagons because they're lonely and sad themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like all of a sudden they find out there's somebody I can hate. There's somebody I can hate. You know, let's hate the
Right.
transgender community. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, do you really think? You know yourself. Do you
Mm-hmm.
really think a transgender woman
Mm-hmm.
wants to go into the restaurant or into the restrooms with someone of the opposite sex?
Right.
No.
No.
You know, or a
Mm-hmm.
transgender man? No. And do you think they really want to expose their bodies or something?
Mm-hmm.
No. You know, these are people that, I mean, I'm a woman, you know, and I don't mind, you know, going into a men's bathroom, but I don't want to go in there and see nothing hanging out that I don't want to see,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So this doesn't have anything to do with being transgender. This has to do with being in a restroom space that makes you feel comfortable
Right.
and and it doesn't matter
nobody
to me.
likes going in a public bathroom to begin with.
Right.
Or
So
at
it
least
doesn't matter to me if men are in there, but I just think they ought to be in their booth.
Right.
And it doesn't matter to me if women are in there, but I think they ought to be in their booth.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want
I
to
don't
see
wanna
her
watch them
coochie.
either.
I don't want to see nobody's private parts. I don't care if they're male or they're female or whoever. So this doesn't have anything to do with,
Right.
Morning, G Rod.
My kid will always have my support. I've cut my birth father out of her life. He is a bigot.
Well, that's good, and that's
Yeah.
what you have to do. I mean, you just have to cut them out. Let's see. It's all about being a decent human being, Rob. Yes,
Mhm.
sure is.
And
Let's
then
see.
they're saying the hate is stronger than the love lately, and it's scary. It's scary, but don't believe the hate
But
is
it
stronger
isn't.
than the love.
It
It's
isn't.
just louder.
It isn't. They are. They're louder, and they've got a bigger bully.
And they
That's
got a
what it
bigger
is.
bully.
They got a bigger bully. They think it's true
Mhm.
because everybody in here knows what it's like to be on the playground. I mean, I don't know how old you guys are, but you know what it's like to be on the playground. And you got that little mean kid, and the mean kid that's just being so mean to everybody. And then he's got his like 3 little henchmen behind him,
Mhm.
and they're being mean too. But they would not be a bully if it wasn't for him.
Mhm.
But they can all stand beside him and say, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
get him. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
get him. Yeah, he's fat or he's tall or
Mhm.
he's whatever, his eyes are crossed or whatever, because that's what they do.
Yeah, I attended a theater once that had an all-inclusive bathroom with individual stalls with full doors.
Right.
There you go.
And I don't have a problem with that because I don't want to see his parts or her parts, that, and I don't want him to see mine. Because this is my private moments in the bathroom. I'm not in there trying to hook up. Now that's what they should have is a hookup stall. You know how they have like the ones where you can take all the family in?
Yeah.
They should go ahead and add another one.
Okay.
A
The
hookup stall. Yeah.
Mhm.
They should have his, hers, theirs, and a hookup stall.
There we go. There we go. I'm sure it's expensive to put in, but it seems like a great solution. It is something else. What do you mean?
I think they're talking about mine. Thank you very much. Hey, I want to thank you all for all the gifts you give too, because we really appreciate it. When you throw those little gifts out there and everything, it adds up, and TikTok sends us a little check, and Judy and I go out for pizza. We went out yesterday. We had
Where did we go yesterday?
Oh, we went to Mohan's.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
And we were at the library before that for a seed swapping thing. I was married, divorced, fancied women, kiss one, but don't want to be with man or woman. What am I?
Well, Kath, I can't tell you exactly what you are because there's all kind of issues and things that go deeper than just being able to say, in the old days, it was just bi and straight and gay. Now there's a little bit of everything. There's some pan and everything. So I would say the best way to find out those kind of things is do your own research and maybe find yourself an LGBT plus community therapist that will help you work through all that kind of stuff and figure out exactly where you feel you need to be.
Because they're not into either. I mean, some people are also asexual, and
but we can't tell you what you are.
Any idea because it's good to find out. It's good to
Well, I just think that, well, you're right, because I think it's just a part of your identity so that you can say who you feel like you are.
Right. Because confusion, none of us like that. None of us like being confused, and I don't understand, and I don't know. It's like
Desiree Perez says, Google it. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. I use that Google chat thing all the time, and all you have to do is say, I don't like women, I don't like men, I don't like, I don't know, alligators. And it'll probably come up with something.
Probably. Woman attached to it.
No, not right now.
It took me a bit, but I found my identity. That's Gracie. Yeah.
Well, you know what, too? And I think sometimes maybe your identity changes as time goes on, too.
Right.
I want to also touch the fact that if by chance something happens, because TikTok can be kind of weird sometimes, that our YouTube channel is Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. So if by chance something happens and we get kicked off of TikTok and end up in TikTok jail, that's where you'll find us. We'll just keep rolling right over here on this camera.
Yeah.
Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies.
So, and I like what Matt's saying. Truly, I put a lot of pressure on myself, and it's really not necessary. Just love who you love.
Yep.
There. And
Yeah, but I
that's
do
good.
understand you wanting to know. I
Right.
do understand, but
And
I mean, I don't know. I guess I know that I'm not a straight woman. I know this. I know that I'm not, I don't know what the hell I would really be considered, because I know that I'm a lesbian, but I do think men are attractive. I just don't want to sleep with any of them, So I don't know. What do you call that? God only knows.
If you fall in love with women and you're attracted to women, and that would be lesbian, it doesn't matter that you find other people attractive if you're not drawn to them.
But they have to be, not just any men. They got to be them ones that are over the top. The ones that have like really nice muscles and like are extremely...
I would look at men like this and say, if I were a man, I'd want to look like that. That's
right.
that goes through my head. Appreciating others' beauty, no matter the gender. There you go. So, let's see. Appreciating others' beauty, no matter the gender, but you don't want to be with men? Oh, I thought you were explaining it. Yeah.
Right.
So romantically attracted, but not sexually? But are you romantically attracted, or you're like falling in love with them?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I can't be falling in love with nobody. I'm in a committed relationship. I'm in love with someone. I don't know.
But
that's a whole
you're
other...
romantically attracted to men, and I'm thinking I just find them nice looking.
Yeah.
But I don't.
No.
No.
I mean, but I would love to fix them all up. When I see a handsome man like that and they're single, it drives me crazy, because I think they should be with somebody. Somebody should be enjoying the fact that this man looks so good. And men, you know what? I guess women, the same thing. But what I see, excuse me, is when a man takes that much time and effort to make sure that they look that good and they smell good and their hair is cut good and their beard's trimmed up nice and they're just, I don't even understand this. I don't understand how they can look and say that they're single, because you're confused, Desiree. I'm confused too, girl.
Oh, I put it on here so I could see some of the comments, but I forgot the comments that passed already. I can't see.
What do you want to see?
I don't know. There's a lot of people were saying stuff. Let's see. Appreciating others. Okay, with all that. So I say I'm bi with a huge non-cis men lean. And I can find a woman attractive and not want to be with them.
Right.
So I am 100% gay, but can appreciate the opposite gender. They are pretty, but just not for me.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. I
look at men and you scrolled again. I look at men and go, is it envy or attraction?
Yeah.
Probably both. Yeah. See, because growing up,
I feel like that's at least the understanding.
Mm-hmm.
You with that thing about, are you falling in love with someone else?
No, because they said romantic. They asked if you were romantically attracted to men, and I said, well, that would be falling in love with them. That's why I asked that.
I don't think so. I think you can be romantically attracted to somebody without falling in love. You just think it's nice. How would you know about being romantic? To me, I don't know. But to me, to be romantically attracted to someone, you would have to spend more time than standing in the grocery store looking at him saying, damn, he looks nice. Don't you think? Don't you think that's more
but somebody asked you, does this mean you're romantically attracted to men and not sexually?
No, I don't.
So that's why I brought it up.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what you mean. I just know that I don't want to be with one. I just appreciate their look. I appreciate things like men that have those I call them power thighs. I think power thighs are nice. That don't mean I want to be romantic.
Sexuality is complicated.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Well, attraction. So attraction is interesting because I see a lot of women who are attractive, but I still don't want. If we weren't married, I still wouldn't want to go out with them. Yeah. I find them attractive, and I love to look at them.
Most of them, I find women. We're talking women. Most of the women that I find attractive, they're attractive until they open their mouths and they start talking crazy, and then it's just like, What the hell is that? Just be glad you have a home to come home to.
I'd love a relationship, but I'm over 60, disabled, and housebound woman. Plus, I love gay men.
Well, Cass, I know
Um,
I think, and that's what I've always liked too, was gay men. So that's probably why I don't see them in a romantic way. I see
uh-huh.
them as just a handsome man, and that's why I like the ones that are like well kept, instead of them gruffy looking ones. I mean, I think I think gruffy looking ones go over here.
And
and
Cloud
then
Bunny.
and then the nice ones that are well maintained and manicured go over here.
Little Cloud Bunny thing. Oh, like I get it. I think women are gorgeous, but I am androsexual. I mostly sleep with men.
Androsexual. I've
Yeah,
never
we
heard
have
of
to look up that word. Thanks,
androsexual.
Cloud Bunny. You gave us a new word to look up.
Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa from Ethiopia. Mona Lisa.
So I remember being 5 years old and at the swimming pool, and I saw a boy who was maybe 10 or 11 years old, and I thought that he was very good looking, and I mimicked him. I was looking for somebody to model myself after.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes,
So I
I
mimicked the
remember
way he
feeling that way
walked. I
too.
mimicked the way he walked.
And I used to buy my clothing because I liked the way certain men wore their clothing.
Hmm.
So I wanted pants that fit like that and look like that. Somebody just wrote. So
Okay.
Kate
So,
says,
well, she let us know she's from Massachusetts, lives near Boston, because you
"Thank
asked
you,
that in the
Kate.
beginning, right? I am not gay, but I do love colorful things such as earrings. And Judy, your earrings rock. Thank you. I do have a lot of gay friends, and I know a lot of gay people, and I love and support them all.
Well, Kate. The one way, look, I'm making some eye contact
Yeah.
with you. The one way you can truly, truly support your gay friends is to share the Rainbow Grannies channel with them because they need to know we're out here." Let's see. This one says, Cloud says, "I broke up with my ex because I realized I wasn't in love with him, but wanted to be with him. I'm trans." Okay. Let's see. Loogie says, "Oh my God, love. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you." Let's see. Professor. What's up, people? Hey, Professor. How you doing?
And Kate said here, and I love you both, and I love watching you every Saturday and Sunday morning. You make my weekend.
Thank you so much,
Okay,
Kate.
thank
Hey,
you.
do me a favor, everybody. It's on TikTok here. Everybody tap the screen like a whole bunch of times, real
Okay,
quick. Tap,
tapping
tap,
is
tap, tap.
clapping.
Tap, tap, tapping is clapping. And that helps send the algorithm out there and let the people know that TikTok is happening and the Rainbow Grannies are here and we're having a good time. I'm getting ready to get up and go get my coffee. I want to thank all the new followers too. I see we got quite a few new followers. If you're not following, then would you like to go get the coffee?
Let's get the coffee
You
for
could go
you.
get the coffee. And for everybody that follows right now while you're going to get the coffee,
I'm getting them a coffee too.
I'll shout out their name
Okay.
and make this roll here. Okay, let's see. So we got Murchie. I don't know how you say that. Was our latest follower. Thank you, anybody that's not. Let's see. Good morning, ladies. We are in Indiana. Well, good morning. How you doing? I was watching a little bit of that basketball game last night with Ohio State and Indiana. My. Okay, Kelky, that's I'm a new follower. Robin, you're my new follower. Love you guys. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let's see. Who else? Good morning from Lexington, New York, or North Carolina. You know what? I love going down. We're going to be going to North Carolina soon too because my sister lives down there, and she texted me yesterday. I grow herbs and stuff, so she asked me to bring her down or to send her some of my basil. I see. Cody Cloud is a new follower. Thank you very much. Penny is a new follower. Thank you very much. Let's see. Good morning from Florida. That's from Cloud Bunny. Let's see. Hi, St. Paul, Minnesota. You're adorable. Thank you, Kojo. How you doing? I'm originally from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Hey, Robin, that's cool. Good morning from Columbus, Ohio. Hey, Gigi. When I met Judy, we
Yeah.
were in Pataskala, Ohio. So I met Judy in Pataskala, Ohio. Okay, let's see. David Sullivan, love from Boston. Thank you very much. Let's see. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Let's see
Good
who else
morning.
is here. Let's see.
Good morning from East Texas.
Kelky
Oh,
from Greensboro.
and here we got Go Dragon is from Alaska.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Is it cold up in Alaska right now, or is it warm?
And Debbie is saying, good morning, ladies. I'm driving in to see my daughter and grandson, so can't chat much, but I'm here listening. Okay, Debbie, drive carefully. You're going to have a good visit.
Oh, okay, Penny. Penny says, enjoyed you ladies on the UPMC Aging Conference.
Oh, cool, Penny.
Thank you, Penny.
Thank you.
We enjoyed doing it. We were so honored that they would ask us. Jasmine Emerald, thank you for being the newest follower. I appreciate it so much. Hey, Jose, good morning from Los Angeles. And Alpha King Charles or whatever shared the live. Thank you very much for sharing. If you're here, make sure you tap in on that. We got to bring that up. That's only 19,000 likes. And what we need is at least 25,000 likes so that TikTok knows we're here. Jasper, thank you very much for being the newest follower there. And then
we got good morning from London.
Tiffany,
good morning
thank
from
you.
Virginia. Oh, good afternoon,
Lady
London,
Evelyn. Thank you very much for being the newest follower. 25,000. Let's go for 30 is what Rachel, my girl, says. Thank you very much, Rachel. You're right. You know, I only saw him selling that one thing, I think, one time, and I haven't seen it anymore. Hey, Jasper from the Netherlands. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. Hey, so what else you guys want to talk about?
It's a bit cold. It's been around 30 to 40 degrees.
Well, that's about what it is here.
Yeah. So the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, you know, we want to talk about how time can change. So it used to be if you were gay and wanted to join a Boy Scout, if you were gay and wanted to join a Girl Scout, despite that there were a lot of Girl Scout moms who actually were gay wasn't welcome. But what happened now? What did we read about this morning about the Girl Scouts?
The Girl Scout cookies. Buy yourself some Girl Scout cookies because they're supporting the trans community. That's what we heard. Now it could either make or break them. If somebody else hears that they're selling it, you know, they ain't gonna be too happy with it. But for all of us that are happy that the Girl Scouts are supporting the trans community,
buy the Girl Scout cookie.
Matter of fact, I think we need to go get some cookies. We try real hard to stay away from all that stuff right now, but no, we're going to buy it. You support the trans community too, and you don't need to make any more of them cookies. Judy made cookies one day, and she made enough cookies that it was almost like Christmas around here. And I'm telling you, man, it took me 3 weeks to get my body back into not having all that sugar. It was awful. They would call to me at night. They'd say, Edie, there's cookies down here on the counter. Come get me.
More Bree, good afternoon from the UK. So you want me to bring home some Girl Scout cookies? Because folks I work with, you know, the kids.
Yes, that'd be great. All right, we hit the 25. Thank you, Penny. Thank you. Keep hitting it. It shares it and everything. Let's see. Also, Kate, it's only 25 or 28 now. We're
in Massachusetts.
Well, you guys get a ton of snow up there. Obsessed with your coach hat. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them. I mean, yeah.
Oh, Bree, I'm getting married to my man on Friday.
Congratulations.
Bree.
You know what I saw yesterday?
How long have you known each other? When did you meet?
Yeah, tell us all about it.
Let us know.
Yeah, so you know what I saw yesterday? There was a young lady on that Buy Nothing, Pay Nothing. Yeah. And she decided that her and her boyfriend decided to move their wedding up. Uh-oh, something's not plugged in. We're on 5%.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. Plugged in now.
Anyway, there was this nice lady. Look, oh Lord, emergency. I know. We're here now. We're all right. Everything's
I'm the first responder.
Yes.
I plugged it in.
Yes, I could probably use some chest compressions. That's not where my chest is. My chest is down here because I didn't wear a bra today. Those would be belly compressions.
But that doesn't mean your chest fell.
Oh, okay.
You know what a belly is? It's a shelf for the things that fall. That's what I was told before I had the belly. Now
you know what? I gotta say, you know, I feel like I'm kind of like one of those people that's like kind of secure with themselves.
Yeah.
You know, because anybody that would go on YouTube and TikTok the same time live like this and record it with no bra on and then scream it out to the world. I ain't got no bra on, and be okay with it.
You're also over 60.
Yeah, I'm over 60. Let's see. I've been widowed 2 times, but met a new guy on Facebook 7 years ago and still together, and he's 67, semi-driving. Well, then that's good. Congratulations, Robin. I'm glad you met somebody and it's going good.
Oh, nice. Very nice. I'm glad you were able to meet somebody. Isn't that cool?
Let's see. We're having blue and white themed wedding. That's nice. Let's see. Hey, ladies.
Yeah.
Good morning. Okay, so what I was going to say was there's a young lady on there on Buy Nothing, Pay Nothing.
Oh, okay.
And her father-in-law to be is in the hospital, and he's failing fast. So last night she got on there and she asked if anybody had like a tuxedo or anybody had like a wedding dress that they were getting rid of, and she even said about what size she wanted and everything. And a few people had said, they have one, but it's not that size and stuff. So I put on there, and you're going to be so proud of me. I put on there that if you find one that's too big, I am really good at alterations. So I would love to help her because they're going to get married by this weekend coming.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So if she finds a dress or whatever today, I'm just going to let her come and we'll just see how much to take it in. And
you are so nice.
I can't wait because I can make this dress look really, really good. I take in my daughter's stuff all the time and everything.
Yeah. That is now she got another star in heaven.
And I need it. I need it because you just never know, I mean, to make up for some of those bad things that I've done along the way. And I know you guys would never believe it, but I have done a few bad things here and there. Let's see. How you been? Becky's, we've been doing pretty good. Let's see. You are so sweet to help with the elderly. I know. I mean, I was afraid because God only knows if she brings something too complex, I'll just say I can't do it. But as long as it's not, I can do it. I'm not worried about it. Let's see. Dudu, thanks for being the newest follower.
Okay, I got to brag on you a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Not only can you take in clothing like that, but you also carry a little mini torch in your car that you could fix the flushing thing in my toilet when we first met.
Well,
you know what? Everything. Talk about being on the spectrum. You can do a range of stuff.
I don't carry that with me now.
They can be. Let somebody be who they can be to do the stuff that they can do. We people will amaze us all every time. Every time.
Thank you very much for the gifts. Yes, let's see. Well, I don't carry a torch with me all the time. Back in those days, I made candles, and I had my candle stuff in the truck or in the car. So that's how I was able to go out there. She had this weird toilet. I have never seen a toilet like this.
The tank.
And the arm, the tank in the back of the arm, it had like a curve to it. It didn't just go like this. And the thing she had in the back there, she needed a new one. So we put a new one in, which I was really surprised I could do too, because I didn't really do that stuff myself. I was just trying to impress her.
Thank you for all the gifts. Mwah.
And you know how important it is to impress the woman.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So I saw how, and I took my torch and warmed that plastic up and just bent it just like it went. And it was like, so I gave me my space. She let me come over more often because I could use her toilet.
No, I didn't have you come over more often to fix things.
That's good because I don't know how to fix a lot. I just that one just screamed, Edie, you can fix this. Otherwise, we were just lost. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say good morning to everybody that's new here on TikTok. Okay. I'm Edie.
I'm Judy. And together we're the Rainbow Grannies. So we come on here every Saturday and Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern time. We hang out for an hour or two, just sipping our coffee and talking with you and welcome you to pull up a chair.
You're right, Kelly. Most lesbians do know a little about a lot of things. Some of them act like they know a lot more than they do, though. You get them ones, remember? But some of them are pretty handy to have around. Thank you very much. We hit the 30,000. Thank you.
Well, and then I think with straight couples, they've had it prescribed. Well, if the females do this and the males do that, then everything you need in the house is covered.
Yes.
And so I think people are still raised like that, even though straight couples don't follow that necessarily onto the pattern anymore.
I believe
But
that.
they're still raised that way. With gay people, we had to be able to do everything because we knew that half of it was going to be missing.
Right.
And
Right.
so we just learned to do
and
all
in
of
the
it.
straight world, you had it where the men went out and fixed on the car and did the yard work, and the women straightened up the house and cooked some dinner and stuff like that. So I think even with us being lesbians in our lesbian world and everything like that, we still fall into those categories somewhat, don't you think?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we both cook and we both fix things. We just fix different things.
Okay. How
And I mean, for me now, being my age, I can't even say what I would fix or do now. When I was younger, I did a lot of home maintenance stuff.
So what I'm thinking about is the fact
but
that I cook at least twice a week and make something that's pot wise, something that lasts and you can make leftovers and stuff. And I feel like I kind of fell right into that routine because for one, you're still working,
right?
And I'm not. So it just makes it nice where, it's like you enjoy having something to eat and I enjoy watching you.
Watching me eat. Heterosexual women who are widowed also quickly learn how to do things their husbands did. Yeah, that's true. And the other thing is, I mean, I remember, so maybe I was in my 30s or 40s, and so I was with a group of women who were all sisters, who were all like in the 70s and 80s, and they were sisters. And they were talking about something that was, mechanical, fixing in the house. And they were talking, and I thought, wow, they know all this stuff. And then as soon as a man came in the room,
everybody got helpless.
They got helpless.
They just
shut up and they just looked at him and said, so how would you da 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 da? And I don't think that they were helpless. It's just that they somehow have to defer to him and not let him know. Not let him know that they know all this stuff.
I have seen that. That just drives me crazy too. When it happens like that, and but I know that with me, I was raised in a house with I had a little baby sister that's 8.5 years younger than me, and a mother and a father. And my father was very sick as I was growing up. So my mother was always like a take charge kind of woman anyway. So anything that needed fixed or whatever, my mom was there to fix it, and I was there to watch her or help her. Like I mean, I never seen nobody lay so much carpet. Every time I turn around, my mom and me were putting down a new rug. It was like, what do you do? Change rugs every about 3 years or something like that? I mean, it was just like, and so we would work it and cut it, and she'd go, Edie, come here and help me, And I mean, if you move a couch or something, so I actually raised my daughter like that too, to where, she was raised to where when we needed something fixed or whatever, me and her got out there and fixed it, and that was it.
Uncle Jesse's here saying us trans men have to learn a lot as well, not only to be practical, I guess, but also to fit in the norm. Yeah, because you're expected to have been raised learning already how to do all this stuff. And yeah, I mean, when I was in my 20s, my great aunt wanted to lay new linoleum on her floor. She was in an apartment, and she didn't want to call a landlord about this stuff. I mean, she's lived there for years and years and years. Landlord paid no attention to what she did, right? And so she called me over because it was too hard for her to be able to get down on the floor to do this anymore. And I mean, she was single all her life. And I didn't think anything of it. I mean, in my house, my parents were able to pay for things to be done at the house. But my aunt supported herself on like a minimum wage job. So she did a lot herself. So it was great. And that's how I learned how to do things. And I was impressed that she would just call me over and say, hey, Judy, can you help me lay down this linoleum floor?
That's because she was calling the young lesbian in the family.
Probably without really like knowing it, huh?
Yeah, they saw that stuff long before you did. Hey, I want to thank Fuskaloo Dude for being a new follower, and Nate. Thank you very much. We appreciate you guys being here. Thanks, Robin, for the flowers. We're going to a play today.
Yeah, we're going to go see a play called Sanctified at Pittsburgh Playwrights Theatre Company. Sanctified. If there's no C.
Like in Sanka coffee. Sanctified. I'm sanctified. Yes. Sanctified. Sancta.
Okay.
Sancta. It's okay.
It's a comedy. It's a comedy about a pastor who wants to bring more people back into the church, and so they try to do it through music. So it's a musical. It's a musical comedy. I'm really looking forward to it. I love.
Good morning, Destin. I know you did. I almost did too. And then I got up and I was all grumpy because there wasn't no coffee. And I usually make the coffee, but I was grumpy because I didn't want to make the coffee. You know how some days you got those days where it's just like, I don't want to be the one to make the coffee.
Again.
And I know I make good coffee, but.
Oh, so I made some coffee this morning too. Does that mean that you'll clean the kitty litter today?
Only if we get a new kitten. Because you told me that if we didn't get a new kitten, then I didn't have to do the litter box. And so we don't get a new kitten.
Destiny says that play will be interesting. Yeah. It will be cool. It will be fun.
So yesterday I got a message last night from that one lady that goes to the senior thing or whatever. Remember her kitten died or her cat died a few weeks ago or so. And so she was sending me pictures of her dead cat, and it was touching, I don't know, but she sent me these pictures and she's talking about how much she missed her cat and stuff. So I said to her, would you like to get a new kitten? And she says, do you have one? I said, no. You want a new kitten? No, we don't want a new kitten because I'd have to do the litter box. But she did ask me if I knew somebody that had one. So, but she wants to make sure. She wants to make sure that it's litter. Yeah, wait. She wants to make sure it's litter trained, which usually is pretty common. But she said that somebody gave her one a while back and it just peed on her shoes. And she couldn't make her shoes. She couldn't wear her shoes anymore because it peed on her shoes.
Yeah, probably could never get the stench out.
No. Anyway, I run into some odd people along the way, and I'm one of those people that'll talk to anybody. So
you get lots of stories.
Yeah.
So somebody was writing here said, wouldn't let me finish with all my wording. I know, only have so many characters. Said, love you guys. Have a great day. Okay. Does that mean you got to go?
Oh, don't leave. We're just now having fun.
Yeah, my cat is my emotional support pet. I prefer my cat over most humans. Well, dogs and cats, they love you no matter what.
I like to nap with my cat,
Yeah, my cat has unconditional love no matter.
Come here, Paula. Come here.
Yeah, he's saying he's hungry. He's saying he didn't get his breakfast yet. And we all slept in because, we woke up our usual time.
This is Apollo.
Yes, it's Apollo. He's a window well kitten.
He used to be a little tiny baby.
A week and a half old.
Now he's a big boy because he likes to eat his food and Bill's food and my food.
And every time I go in the kitchen to get coffee, he says, oh, it must be time to eat again. And he goes in to eat.
Yep.
But I can't explain to him. Not time to eat. My cat is the best boy. She loves his mommy. He actually hugs me, and
mine
I love
does
it.
Too.
Yeah.
He loves me too. Yes.
We're talking about a kitten we found him during the pandemic. He was a week and a half old, and so we had to feed him with a little baby bottle and the whole deal.
And rub his little butt so he could go to the bathroom. So anyway, I'm gonna put him down because he is getting extremely heavy. And I was telling Judy that I think he's developing a weight problem.
Mm-hmm.
And so somebody's going to have
to. I work from home, and so every time I go in to replenish my coffee, he goes in to replenish his belly.
Yeah.
He thinks we're getting. I try to explain, no, we're not getting more food.
And we have two cats. We have Bill. Bill's real shy, and Bill's real skinny, and so that's what I was thinking about too.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have children,
and
you one of them's chunky and one of them's not, which is like these two, then it's not necessarily nurturing. It's not necessarily because we have lots of food around here for Bill too.
Yeah.
So it's more a genetics kind of thing that Bill is prone to be a really skinny black cat,
And Bill doesn't go in to eat every time I go get a cup of coffee.
He could though. He could. Oh my God, your cat loves cheese? I've never given mine cheese, but
I'd be afraid.
No, I'm gonna let him have a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it. Just a little taste because he's my baby and he can have anything he wants.
I bet there's a lot of folks out here who have cats. We're getting tons of nice comments about cats.
Wait, I know what. On your screen.
Yeah.
Type how many cats you have. I'm really curious, like number wise. Type how many cats you have. so I can see.
The cheese doesn't hurt a cat. My cat loves it when I go in the fridge and give them cheese. Mine loves canned salmon. Our cat is large and orange. I have a dog Chihuahua. 2 cats, 1 cat, 2 cats.
Oh, well, that's a nice amount of cats so far. Oh my goodness, she's got 4 dogs, 4 cats, and used to foster. Oh, okay. So now that you don't foster, you kept a bunch of them, right?
Right. It looks like I have a tabby. He was a rescue. He showed up on my porch during the winter. He was a kitten. Yeah, isn't that? And my cat loves Doritos. 1 cat, 2 dogs, 1 rabbit.
I knew somebody told me before about their cat loved potato chips, and she'd be eating her potato chips, and her cat would jump up and get right in her face because he loved them. And so she actually would put a chip in her mouth, and the cat would come bite down on it. I know that probably grosses a lot of people out that don't love cats.
Have cats. 1 dog, just 1 grand cat. Mine loves chips too. My coworker had 31 cats.
Holy shit. I think that's considered a kennel or something. I don't think legally you're allowed to have 31 cats.
Well, it depends where you live, maybe.
Somewhere where they allow you to have 31 cats, huh? I don't think you can take all them to the vet. My God. Do you know, I mean, Apollo is that free kitten that like ended up costing $2,000.
Right. I've had all different types of pets, from birds, pet rat, lizards, and hamsters.
Let's see, my mom's cat takes chicken off the plate. Oh, if you're not looking. I give mine. Now, Bill won't eat it, but Paulo will. Like, if I'm eating chicken, I tear a piece off and throw it down for him, and he'll eat it.
Apollo also likes salmon. He likes salmon pate. And Bill likes tuna fish.
Yes, human tuna fish, not the kind you come.
Right.
Let's see.
Good morning from Washington, D.C. Let's see. I'd like a kitty for an emotional support animal.
Well, you can find one this afternoon down at the shelter. Oh, did we?
Yeah. Let's see. They are my animals.
So, of course, we hear so much about lesbians and their animals, and how we all have a love for. But I think I figured this out.
Yeah.
I think all of us have the need to, if you see something, to nurture. I'm not going to try to read it and talk to because
okay, so here I have 2 cats and they are in their 20s and love them so. My kids are my animals.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying, and that's where I think.
No, but she's saying her kids are animals, not her animals are her kids.
No, I think. Oh, okay.
You're joking.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, so what you were saying is because we all need someone to nurture, and if we don't have kids, then we're going to fill the space up with pets.
That's right, and that's what women do. And I don't know how men. I know it's a lot of guys. Like we have our friend Terry. He's got 5 cats, And I'll tell you, Terry. I mean, I don't know where Terry's at today or if he's listening or whatever. But we went to Terry's house one afternoon for dinner, right? Yeah. And his cats, some of them will hide, when they got company like it because they're not used to it or whatever. But Terry, I never smelled the litter box in your house. I like it when 5 cats, and I like it and that is just really nice.
Yeah.
Because I'll ask people when they come here, can you smell a cat? Can you smell the litter box and smell cat? And I want people to be honest with me, say, well, yeah, a little bit or whatever. And
so
tell
we
me
know what to clean up.
Yeah, so we can tell if it's like something, somebody have a boo-boo or accident or something.
Yeah, presently we have 7 dogs. That's what happened when you work for shelters. We have 3 fosters.
Yeah, that's one place I was thinking, about maybe volunteering now that I'm retired, but I don't think I should because it could end up being the detriment to Judy and my relationship. When I come home with this little pup and I look at her and say, Judy, he didn't have anywhere to go. He was just a little puppy and he only has 3 legs. And
and the head of one kind of dog and the body of another kind of dog.
Let's see.
4 Yorkies in my world. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, you do.
I have 2 cats. Never smell my home. Love my babies. And
That's
Haley
right.
here is saying, I totally agree. I love my pups like my family. They're my pack.
Yep. Good morning, Amber. How you doing? It's good to see you.
So the shelter, I guess, they're so in need of volunteers. The 3 dogs that are fostered have been dumped in our neighborhood.
You know what I saw on the news last night? This just
I'm
amazes
going to
me.
be back. I'm getting more coffee. You need more?
Yeah, a little hit. I saw last night where somebody had watched a car pull up and they dropped off these two little puppies, and I saw the pictures of the puppies, and they was cute as could be. And I want to know what kind of person pulls up in a car and just
just
puts
drop
two
them
little
off.
puppies out like this. I
Right.
mean, I don't understand because I think that you could, if you went
And
to
there are
Walmart.
shelters. You can take them to
You can take them
shelters.
to a shelter and say, I got these two puppies. I don't know what to do with them. I can't handle it. Right. And they'll take them. Or you could stand outside Walmart and say, I got these two puppies here. You know, I can't take care of them. And I bet you they'd be gone in less than 15 minutes.
Maybe they do have trouble taking them to shelters because lots of shelters don't have space. Well, and they're looking for fosters, for people to foster
Yeah, but
animals. So
they just put them out on the street, and somebody came right there and picked them up because they saw the car pull away. You know.
happens all the time. If you work at a shelter, you're going to see so much stuff that you can't believe.
Yeah, I mean these was cute too. I mean I can't even say they was ugly. You know, I mean they weren't even ugly puppies. They were cute puppies. But I got a feeling they had two different daddies because they didn't look nothing like. They did look like I know cats can do that. Can carry like two different litters.
They might have had two different mommies too.
Yeah, but they same age. They were same age, you know. Morning, Karina, how you doing? Thank you very much for joining us. Let's see. People who abuse animals, do stuff like that to animals, are desensitized. Yes, I believe that. You know, desensitizing. A lot of people are desensitized now, and I'm not talking about animals. Well, I guess I could be talking about animals, but people are just desensitized because we've just been exposed to so much, so much, so much, so much, so much that eventually it just becomes the norm. You know, I mean, and I think, and I know this is where I'll sound like a crazy old lady. I honestly think video games have a lot to do with it because kids sit there for hours and hours and hours playing video games. And these video games, you can tell me, Edie, you sound like an old lady. It's okay. But these video games, they have like all these like people shooting and, you know, stabbing and running around car stealing and all this kind of stuff to where it's kind of like, yeah, they just get too much right. And it's like they just get numb to it. And especially when they're little kids like that, they have no realization. You know, have you thought about, like, I watch the news too, and I know if you want to talk about anything that has to do with the LGBT community or whatever, all you have to do is just bring it up and we will talk about it. But I mean, I see where all these young kids are running around with guns and stuff, and they're robbing people and breaking in stuff and stealing stuff and carrying on. And what happens is how they don't think anything about the repercussions that happen if you shoot your friend. You know, don't nobody ever think about what prison's like, you know, or that it's like it's not going to be a happy ending to this. You don't just shoot your friend and go home and have lunch with your family. It's not like that. You just don't do that. And that's what I'm trying to understand with these young people, how so many of them, I mean, they'll do it in a minute. Like, or just last week or so, a guy, an older man, went in a bar and he got into a bit of a discussion with somebody, and then they ended up beating him up, and they beat him within an inch of his life. Didn't anybody think that while they were beating this man that we shouldn't be doing this? That when we finish beating this man, chances are we're going to prison.
Is there a group of them? Could they not become
The bartender,
mob mentality
and her father and a couple other guys just stomped him, you know, and didn't think anything about like, wow, they're going to figure out that we beat him up in this bar. And, you know, when they called the ambulance to come and get him and he was almost dead, I mean, nobody thought like, wow, I'm in trouble. You know, I don't even understand this. Yes. See, I do think, honestly, I know people don't agree with me with the video game mentality stuff, but I just think a lot of it comes from the video game. And I know that sounds like old people talk and everything, but when you sit there for hours on end using the controller or however they do it, killing people, and it just like restart, kill, restart, kill, restart. Somewhere along the line, this all gets confused and they don't understand that this is not real, or that this is, and that if you really truly take a gun and go shoot somebody, that it's over. It's not only over for them, It's over for you. And that's what I don't understand. It's beyond just killing a person that you don't like. It's what about me? What about the? I mean, when your kids were young, and you know yourself, when the kids were young and they'd be out there and they get in trouble, the biggest thing they worried about was when they came home, mom's gonna whip some ass, and it's all going down. The repercussions of being out there being in trouble. You know, now they don't understand the repercussion. I think that comes in not only video games. That comes into that you're not allowed to. I mean, I'm not saying you got to beat your kids, but but people are so afraid of chastising or being able to even say anything to them. They don't even say anything to them, you know, so they don't understand like the dangers of it. Oh my God, is my mom going to be mad? You know, because mom can't be mad. I don't understand.
So I don't know, because here it says, I mean, nerd and part of Alphabet Mafia. Video games agree to disagree. I mean, they're talking about some people where video games help them.
Right.
Video games is there for them. And here, somebody here is saying, I do think violent game can desensitize you a bit, not make them more violent, maybe, but it confuses them between the game and reality, I feel. But I'm not a psychologist.
Me neither, Haley, and I'm not either, but that's just my opinion, and it just seems like just watching this and something along the way has made these kids desensitized to where, I mean, honestly, you know yourself, these older people like us, if you would have been in your parents' bedroom and you'd have been creeping around and you found your dad's gun laying there, was you going to take that gun out the house? You better not reach underneath the bed and pick it up. You know, don't even touch it. Don't even touch it. You better not even tell him you found it. You better go out the room, you know? I mean, back then we was looking for nudie magazines. So that maybe we could tell our friends what we saw in the nudie magazine, you know?
But then what's the difference with people playing video games and you're actively shooting and stuff versus just watching all these movies and TV shows? I just don't
think, well, the movies have gotten more crazy too, because, you know, it used to be you had to be a certain age, or parents, we used to like say you weren't allowed to watch certain things. You know, there were certain things you weren't allowed to watch until you matured to a certain age. Now kids sit down, they'll watch everything they want. No, we're just happy they're not bothering us. So you don't even know what they're watching. You know, it used to be.
That's the thing. The regular TV network coming out of Hollywood, everything was rated and censored of what you could and couldn't put on TV, and the cable came along and it's like a free for all.
Right. And I mean, and now it's like,
and if you're not paying attention to what the kids are watching.
Right. If they're watching. I don't even know how many kids are really watching TV anymore because
they got video games.
They're all playing a video game, you know? I mean, it's really sad. When you ride through a neighborhood and you see kids out there playing, it's a shock to your system. It's like, wow, look, there's kids outside.
But then there may be more. I mean, to just zero in on one thing, maybe that's what's tough. I think it's an accumulation of stuff. So I was talking with somebody who knows music.
Right.
And anybody here who's a musician, maybe you'll know what I'm trying to talk about, because it was the first I heard about this, that music is recorded at a certain level of something, and it's not decibels, it's just decibels. It's recorded at something that messes with our brain, because music used to not be recorded at that. And I don't know if anybody ever noticed this, but when things get tough and people are overstressed, that you need calm music. It's not just calm music, but it would be like I would put on classical. It's not recorded at the same level as rock music. And again, I'm not talking about the loudness. So if anybody knows what this is, I'm going to ask them again about it, because he said that it's been going on for so long that may be also what's getting people all very riled up, because they've got this constant noise in their head.
Yeah. But I just think there's so much, you know, I mean, I know I sound so much old lady stuff, but there's just so much that is accepted and disrespected in people's life. I mean, I don't like a lot of it, but I like a little bit of rap music, but not a lot of it. But when you start breaking it down and you start talking about people with bitches and hoes and all this kind of stuff, I mean, that's disrespectful. And so you allow your children to listen to this stuff,
Mhm.
I mean, I know I'm sounding like really old. I know I'm sounding bad, but you allow your children to listen to this stuff, and it becomes the norm. It becomes the norm to be able to use the N word or in a song, and to to disrespect a woman by talking about her like that and everything. And it's okay, I mean, I think that compounding all this stuff all together
Right.
has brought us to the generation that we're at,
Mhm.
and it's
Mhm.
made it where people like Judy and I go to a play, but we hurry up and get in our car and head home because you don't have any idea what
Right.
the heck is going to go on down there on the streets.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
And when a bus driver can't drive a bus to and from through town, dropping off people here and there,
Yeah.
and not worry about if he's going to get shot, mugged, whatever. I'm trying to fix this. You want to talk while I try to fix that? Uh-oh.
We got something going on TikTok here, folks. Hang on to us.
There we
Hang
go.
on.
I got it. Yeah,
Like,
even if it's just off a little tiny bit, it won't.
mhm.
Let's see. Judy, how did you get into your career?
Which career are we talking about? Writing, editing, teaching writing. So no, I'm a writer. So I just always did writing. When I was a kid, I would watch episodes of TV I really liked and then write my own episodes for them. So and eventually found out I could actually be a writer. So that's how I got into my career. I mean, I don't know what more to say. You could ask me questions about it.
Well,
I
I
don't know.
mean, Judy writes and she also edits, and she likes what she does. She's enjoying it real well and everything, and that's nice too because, but she don't
Yeah,
have to deal with no craziness. I mean, there's no.
Haley is saying how cool to make money with writing. Yes, it is. They said my passion is playwriting and poetry writing, and haven't been making money at that, not to live on, but I am able to use writing for my job, or to teaching writing or doing editing and mentoring people in writing, and it's a thrill. I love my job. I love my work.
So life is laughable. Says Elton John and Barry Manilow can make the world a better place. Take you
Take me
to a
to my
happy
happy
space.
place.
Well, and I understand that, and I know that music has to change and evolve, but I just think that they've let it go a little bit too far. Things that you never would have dreamed of being heard out in the street
Yeah.
are being played in your and it's okay, and it's just not okay. When you teach a young man how to treat a young woman in a respectable way,
Mm-hmm.
the world is a whole lot happier place. And it is
And then
our wait, it's our, I got to say this
Yeah.
because this is all going down forever in eternity. It is our place as adults to take and make sure that we raise the next generation right. And it's your spot when you have children and you have grandchildren in order to teach them right. So we can turn this around. You just don't let, I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but you just do not let that stuff in your world, in your house. If they listen to it, they'll be listening to it somewhere else. They won't be listening to it in your house. And that's where you've got to draw a line. You've got to teach them the proper way. You've got to teach them dishes need to be done, because if you're going to eat it off of dishes, then you have to clean the dishes. And when the children don't realize that there's responsibilities and there's things that have to be this, I mean, when you teach your son at the age of 12 or whatever age to go throw a load of laundry in because he washes clothes, because it's his clothes, because he needs to be clean, and that these are things that you teach them, because if we don't teach them, they'll never know. What they do is, school's not teaching them. What they do is they learn something from in the street. And what they learn from in the street is what I started talking about when we first got on here. What they learn from in the street is not what we want them as a civilized world to know. We want them to know how to talk to women and talk to men, and how to not disrespect somebody, and how to not think that you can take a gun out of the house and go use it, and that it's going to, that person's going to jump up, dust themselves off and say reset.
Right.
It don't work like that. And if you don't teach them, they won't know. If you don't teach them how to take a bath when they're little, they don't know how to take a bath when they're older. I mean, it's just, you have to, as parents, we have to teach them.
So
So
Haley's here saying, I remember all my friends thinking my mom was so strict, but I'm grateful for it. She loved me and wanted me to be safe.
that's right.
That's the thing too. I mean, with me too, it's like my parents were strict, and yet there were ways that they were very free with us. You know, it was interesting. I think that they gave us the boundaries of respectfulness and good behavior and how to live with people and all of this, and then gave us the freedom to be who we were.
Right.
And a lot of my friends too, Haley, a lot of
But
my
they were
friends came
keeping
to my house
right.
also because they knew that dinner was at 5:30.
And that's
They came and
good.
had dinner at 5:30 with us at the table, and we all talked. And when the kids were done talking, we went off to play, and the parents continued talking.
Believe
And they
me,
liked this. They kept coming
I was
over
far
for
from
dinner.
perfect because I do think back as and that's why I'm just saying a lot of this too, so some people might absorb some of it. I didn't do things perfect when my kids were young. I wish I would have made sure that there was a 5 o'clock dinner time, even though we did like a lot of sports and stuff like that. Yeah, right. When the street lights came on, we better be at home or at least on the porch. And that's the same thing I did with them. So a lot of people they joke about that. They think it's like funny, but when you raise kids like that, they know to be home on their porch or right there in front of their house.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Now the kids that were like the bad kids in the neighborhood, they was the ones that was allowed to come up to your house and play in front. Cause your mom was watching out there, she wasn't letting that happen.
So we have here my son is 7, autistic and nonverbal, and love to help with chores.
Yes.
And I know the other things too. I mean, it was when I was growing up, and
Okay, wait. Let me touch base on this.
Yeah.
Mandy, your son is extremely young right now. So what you have to do is listen to Rainbow Granny and what I'm telling you. You have to continue on with that pattern because there comes a time where that pattern is not easily done. There comes a time where they're like, I don't want to help do the dishes, and you would rather, instead of fighting with them or having like a disagreement about it, you'd rather say, oh shit, I'll just go ahead and do the dishes. But I'm gonna tell you, stay on it because it don't get easier.
I would expect it in my house when I got home from school to make sure dinner was ready, the table set. Right.
Oh wow,
Right.
that's real nice. Yeah. See, that's where I messed up too. Was I mean, we would just go sit in the living room and eat and watch TV and and I do think it's real important I know this is going back to Ozzie and Harriet crap or whatever, but to be able to sit down at the table and talk about whatever happened during the day, even if mom or dad had a crappy day at work and you had to say, I had a crappy day at work today because, my coworker did this or whatever, at least they'll let them know that, work wasn't a picnic. I did, when you got that new pair of shoes, $100 shoes, you got them because mom was out there pushing hard, dealing with some crap,
Yeah. And I mean, the other thing is, when I grew up, so my mom did work from home when she did work from home. And so it was easier for her to just cut off her work and do whatever, because she was everything. She was an artist, she was a gardener, she did all these things at home. She had an art studio, but she could schedule herself, or she was teaching art, but she could schedule things. So she was able, and for the first how many years that we were little kids, she was a stay-at-home mom. So she had things all regulated and set up already. I'm thinking when we're single parent or when both parents are working, we've got all these demands on our job and we're tired, it gets harder to keep that kind of thing of, okay, dinner's at 5:30 and we're all eating together.
Right.
That's hard to do. I know you were thinking about what you would have done, but your kids grew up and probably loved your routine.
Oh yeah, and they're fine. They turned out really good. I mean, hey, I'm the first one to scream from the mountaintops. I am so proud of both of them. It's just there are little things. I mean, they would have never dreamed in their wildest dreams of going in my bedroom and taking my gun out of the house. I mean, or even touching it, or even just touching it, because that's just so I don't understand. And we had video games, but those were the video games where everybody was like driving a car or Mario or, I don't know if there's a difference with that because I don't know how to play all these new modern video games. I wouldn't even try. I have no desire. I don't even want to watch it. I can't even.
So here's the thing, busy schedule, so many families doing their own things with
Yes.
sports, cheerleading, etc. Well, here's another thing then is like
But sports and cheering is a very good thing because you're getting involved with good activities
right,
and with other good kids. I
right,
mean, I don't have
and physically
nothing.
active.
It's very, very important to be involved with some kind of sport, some kind of cheering, some kind of Cub
Music
Scouts,
orchestra, whatever,
right,
yeah.
whatever. Because
Chess tournament.
right, whatever it takes to be able to be involved with other children that are thinking something good. You know, I remember when my son ran cross country, and I had learned that cross country kids had the highest GPAs of any
Yeah.
kids in the whole high school because there was something about the kids that ran cross country to be able to be somebody that focused on that much running.
Yeah.
I mean, and then the group of friends that he developed with running like that were good, solid kids. I mean, you can't be out there vaping and running cross country at the same
No,
time.
you can't be.
Vaping and running cross country do not go together. You know, it just don't work.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you say that your grandmother, she and her siblings, they were all expected to learn an instrument?
My mom.
Yeah.
My mom came from 10. There was a family of 10 of them, and every one of them all got an instrument. So which is in their time
Right.
was just like unheard of. You know, my grandpa worked in the mine, and my grandma, she worked on and off, but she was a stay-at-home mom too, but she worked on and off. And they made sure that each one of the children out of 10 had an instrument, and every one of them played in the concert band or the marching band. My one uncle, he played in the concert band, but he also played football. You know, so he got to run and play the football, but he had to play band. Every one of them had an instrument. And so there's a I mean, you don't have to be good at it, you just have to do it.
So, so the other thing is when I was growing up and we were all teenagers, and so because I'm going with somebody who said that everybody has all their different activities they do, so it's hard to get everybody together for dinner. And at that time, what my parents would do is Friday night dinner. Everybody had to be home for Friday night dinner. We could invite a friend over for Friday night dinner too, but we all had to be home for Friday night dinner together. And I think that's the same as like a lot of families, they have Sunday afternoon dinner together.
Right.
When all the family comes together, it's once a week, everybody comes together.
Right.
And that TV show, Blue Bloods, what people liked in that TV show is that if you know the TV show, every episode, they would have the family together on Sunday afternoon dinner. And I read in the show that they just did this, they just put this in the show and said, oh, this would just be, 30 seconds long. People absolutely loved it. They made it a staple of every show they had.
Right. Right.
And I think that's what people want. They want that family time around the table together.
Well, you know what, Roberto, you just asked what kind of Subaru do we drive. I don't own a Subaru, and neither does Judy. But if you would like to donate one to the Rainbow Grannies,
we would
gladly drive a Subaru.
Why not work?
Yeah, I mean, hey, if it's nice looking, you don't just have it towed here. We'll work on the rest. You know, sounds good to me. So if you were asking that because you were trying to be funny, or you asking that because you want to be, you want to try to hurt my feelings, and you can't hurt my feelings with a Subaru. No, I like Subarus.
We still have Sunday dinner. It's her kid, my mom, and our chosen family. See,
that's great. Yeah. Well, we only do like the big ones on the holiday. We have one coming up here, Easter. I don't know what date Easter is on. But when Easter comes, we usually do a real nice and have the whole family together and everything. And it's just really, really nice. We were lucky enough when your family was home this past time here, even though it was, during your father's passing and stuff, we were able to have them up for a nice dinner and stuff. And I enjoyed it so much. That was part of why we bought this big old dining room table here.
Yeah.
So we could fit everybody at it.
Yeah, we can extend it and fit like 12 people around the table.
But I want to thank you all for hanging out with us and everything. I'm Edie.
I'm Judy.
And together we're the Rainbow Grannies. So I just want to let you know that, we appreciate all the gifts you've sent. It has been really nice. If by chance you haven't hit that little heart that's up there at the top, go ahead and press on that little heart that's up the top there. It doesn't cost any money to press on that heart there, and it allows us to help with some kind of numbers that TikTok needs to have to keep us floating up there. So I tap on the screen. I see we have 45,000 likes, which is great. You know who that was, right? Great. See,
No.
that's old school. That's old school. That's when that was Tony the Tiger.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah. You ain't lived till you done sat down on Saturday afternoon with a big old bowl of Tony the Tiger cereal and watched yourself some Daffy Duck. Watch yourself some Daffy Duck. You know? And then you get down to ain't nothing left in there but milk. But see, I wasn't one of them drink the milk kind of person. I hate that. I just dumped some more cereal in there. Yeah, some Frosted Flakes. Let's see what this says.
Yeah, do you have a dish that your parents used to make that you miss eating now? Everything.
Yeah, you know what?
Everything.
You know what I need to make, even though it involves an egg. I don't know. We have to hit the lottery. Well, you know, now that we got a few gifts today, we could probably buy a thing of eggs.
Oh, there we go.
I want to thank all of you that gave us some gifts today so that we can buy some eggs. And so what I'm going to make today is I'm going to make corn casserole because I haven't had that since I was young and I loved it. You know, I loved myself some corn casserole, and that's what my mom used to make. And every once in a while, my sister and I was just talking about it not too long ago. Yeah, boy, that's what we're having today.
Every Friday night, Mom would make baked chicken, wild rice, and then you get a choice. Do you want cauliflower or broccoli? And she would make one of them. She wasn't in a restaurant.
I know.
And then we would have.
She gave you a choice. See, I didn't give her a choice. I didn't know what we was having until I sat down at the table, and that's what we was having.
But sometimes the choice was you want broccoli or casserole, and my dad might say broccoli. She said, "Well, we don't have any broccoli. How about cauliflower?" I said casserole. I mean cauliflower.
Yeah, but my mom did every.
She might have done that once. Then we just
every Sunday she would make a cake too, a big we call them a big sheet cake. With no icing on it, no icing at all. And it was okay because she just used like a Betty Crocker cake mix, like a yellow cake. And she'd make a big cake. And life was good. You know, we didn't have no fruit or nothing to put on it or nothing, but it was good. And just a little chunk of cake. And then we'd eat it for the next 3 days until it was gone.
We were talking about the other day how both our moms make dumplings.
Yeah.
You need to make dumplings. My mom would make a stew and she would make dumplings to put in the stew. And I was never successful at making dumplings. Mine would just fall apart. I couldn't make them.
Oh, I never made them, so I don't know if I could or not. I bet I could. I bet I could make that. But we're not going to have the dumplings because we're going to have corn casserole today. Yeah. Wonder what kind of meat we should have. What kind of meat should we have with our corn casserole today?
Yeah, give some
suggestions. We were supposed to go up there to that one place and get green beans yesterday.
That's right.
I forgot because I wanted to make green beans, ham, and potatoes. That's what I was going to make today. That's some good stuff.
Bisquick makes the best dumplings. And somebody saying make chicken with the corn casserole.
Yeah. What kind of chicken should I? Because I don't know about fried chicken.
Yeah, I know. Yesterday, what were you saying? Yesterday, you're going to make with the green beans.
Yeah, green beans, hams, and potatoes. Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to use ham. I was going to use smoked turkey.
Smoked turkey.
I like smoked turkey wings. You know, if you boil, let me tell you, if you boil smoked turkey wings in a pot, and then when they're all boiled and broke down and everything like that, take the bones out and clean it all up and just chop the meat up and throw it back in the pot with some onion. Man, it don't get much better than that. Then cook your green beans, you know, fresh green beans, snap the ends off of them and then crack them. Then you cook them in there with some potato.
That's my favorite thing with roast beef. Yes, I remember my mom's stews. My mom's stews were really good.
Well, you know what? You talk about roast beef. I'm going to tell you, every time I think of Judy and how much I love her and how special she is to me, she makes me think of roast beef, mashed potatoes, gravy, and some broccoli. You know? It's just like, I almost had it yesterday when we went to that restaurant. Yeah. But I was afraid I might carry on while I was eating. I just love myself some roast beef, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Yeah, or it could have ruined it for me.
Yeah. There's some things that become a lost art. Like I used to make mashed potatoes fresh from potatoes, because my mom did, and then lately I just go to like get the Bob Evans or Giant Eagle
Those
mashed
are
potatoes
good.
already made.
Those are good. But you know what? Yesterday we were at a restaurant and me had my nerve to ask the waitress.
Uh-huh.
Oh, stewed tomatoes, I remember that too. But I had my nerve to ask the waitress if the mashed potatoes was fresh, if they was real. I bet you she wanted to say, "What the hell? Where you think you are?" I mean, we was at a bar even. It was a bar, and here I am because they had real food on the menu. So that's why
Yeah.
I assumed that maybe the mashed potatoes would be real mashed
And
potatoes.
what did she say? From
She
a
said
box?
they're boxed mashed potatoes. She said, but I think they're really good. Well, you know what? If she thinks those is really good,
She must have never had homemade.
she need to go across the street to KFC because those was better. KFC's is bad too. There's some bad mashed potatoes in there. I mean, I don't even understand. Honestly, if every mashed potato tastes like that mashed potato for the beginning of my life, that would be one thing that I could do without forever. I love some potatoes, but if they all taste like that, we could get around eating them.
Uh-huh.
I'd have probably been skinny. Let's see, who made mashed potatoes are a lot better than homemade.
Homemade,
Yes,
yeah.
they are. But you know what? Honestly, if you box mashed potatoes, if you use milk to make them instead of water, don't read that. Use milk instead of water. And then honestly, if you have a little heavy cream, if you add a little heavy cream to them, the box mashed potatoes,
Uh-huh.
then they're going to taste really good because heavy cream will do everything good. If you
Yeah.
this is the key to making good mac and cheese too. If you
Yeah.
add some heavy cream to your mac and cheese, it's that kind make you lose your mind. It'll make all your friends think that you know what you're doing.
Uh-huh. So here's what we got. Grandma used mayonnaise. You use heavy cream. He'll use his milk for making mashed potatoes. And that's
Right.
what I use. That's what my mom used, would add some milk in it. But yeah, probably they never did the heavy cream.
Yeah, you throw a little bit of that little bottle of heavy cream. You throw a little bit of that in the mashed potatoes, and you will swear,
yeah,
they're real. I mean, because
I'm thinking about real potatoes and adding
oh
milk or
my,
mayo or
oh
other stuff
good
to it.
lord,
Yeah.
that would just be too much.
Heavy cream and butter.
That make me have to
I
lay
use
down.
sour cream in mashed potatoes.
Right,
That.
but I mean, heavy cream it's like the secret. It's the secret that somebody's grandma must have kept that secret. I'm seeing that's nice. I'm telling you the secret. I am letting you in on it.
Oh,
You
gave the secret away too
I'm
soon.
oh man, I'm sure I'll have another secret. But I'm gonna tell you, you throw that heavy cream, keep yourself a little thing of heavy cream in your refrigerator, and anytime you want to make anything that has like a bit milk base to it or anything like that, throw a little bit of heavy cream in it. Yeah, I know, Destin. That's what Judy's saying too. That should have been my YouTube secret. You throw a little bit in that, and everybody's going to swear you know how to make stuff. They're going to swear you know how to cook.
That's right.
I turned a friend of mine on. Remember Janine?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it was mac and cheese, and I got this from my sister. My sister can cook. But I turned Janine on to using the heavy cream and a little bit of that condensed milk in your mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say it, but I'm gonna tell you, make you want to smack your mama. That stuff, she's never been the same. Janine has never been the same since she had my mac and cheese, and I told her the secret. And I got the secret from my sister, and she swears that I was, that I wasn't supposed to just use it, but just that one time, I wasn't supposed to tell everybody. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Holly Berry. How you doing? Morning, Catherine. How you doing too? I want to thank you all for hanging out with us. Let's see. Best macaroni and cheese. Just use cheese ends and make a cheese roux sauce banging. Well, I'm sure it's very good. But when you add that heavy cream, I'm telling you. But you can't be nobody considering about any kind of calories, weight loss, or anything else like that. You can't even think about it. When you sit down to eat my mac and cheese.
Time for a mac and cheese party.
Oh, yeah. You know what? And my greens too. But they had a mac and cheese competition going on a while back, and they ended up canceling it because of COVID or something like that.
Oh,
I wanted to be a part of it. I wanted to be,
you want to be
because
part of that,
I didn't. I was like, heavy cream. I'm on it. I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna win the prize. And I don't care what the prize is. The prize could be a mug saying, heavy cream.
You didn't care. It's just about winning.
Yeah, it's about winning.
Look into my eyes and see, hey.
See, Life is Laughable knows about the heavy cream too. Rainbow Grannies Cooking Show. Ain't that the truth? Heavy cream is the next level. It is. It is. I mean, I would have never known, but it is. I think even if you're somebody that like makes box stuff, like scalloped potatoes and stuff. I mean, I don't have nothing against making box stuff because I raise children too, and you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
but
I always made mac and cheese out of a box.
Yeah, but if you keep some of that heavy cream in the refrigerator and just throw yourself a little over in it, it's going to make a world of difference. Even that Kraft macaroni and cheese that you make out, that Kraft macaroni, throw a little bit of that in there, and you will realize that life is just not ever going to be the same.
Your grandkid will think that you make the best mac and cheese
ever
out of a box.
It's never going to be the same. You're going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe I lived to be this old and didn't know this trick. Please, if you get a chance this week and you make some scalloped potatoes or some box macaroni and cheese or something like that, and you use that heavy cream in there, I want you to come back next week and let me know how it was. You got to let me know it changed your life. I'm going to tell you, and if by chance you're out there in the dating community and you invite somebody over to come spend a little time with you, maybe have a little dinner, fix yourself a pork chop and some mac and cheese. Throw some greens in there too, because everybody needs to stay regular. But you throw some of that heavy cream in them mac and cheese or something that you invite your date over, or even your mashed potatoes or something. Yeah, if you want, don't do it if you don't want to get married. If you want to get married, you want this person to be with you forever and love you forever and always ever standing there with you at a plate in their hand, looking at you like you did like the best thing since, I don't know, heavy cream. Then,
or you could do like I did when I was younger and just started dating. I would invite someone over for dinner, make the most horrible dinner, and they would know never to expect it from me. That was before I learned anything about cooking. I could not cook.
Well, I mean, we all.
Oh, Haley's gotta go for the nephew's first birthday. Happy birthday, nephew!
Thank you, Haley, for joining us. Well, hopefully, we'll see you next week, and everything will be good. Have a good time at the birthday. Look into my eyes. I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. So, Rachel, Judy. Oh, that's because Judy's like trying to sabotage. That's because Judy was probably smarter than some of us because she realized that you would like her for just being Judy, opposed to me. I felt like you needed a little heavy cream. Because if I put a little heavy cream in there.
Cream is the key to better life.
Yes, it is.
What bad dinners would you make? The only thing I remember making, I saw a cousin of mine make baked beans with eggs, and eggs would be scrambled. And he made it, and it was so good. And so I thought, oh, well, that looks easy to make. And so I tried to make that. Oh my God, it was horrible. And they knew never to expect me to cook. So we went out for dinner or they would cook.
Oh my God, baked beans with scrambled eggs in it. That is awful. I know, Kelly. Oh my God, that's awful.
But in England, the common thing is baked beans on toast, right?
Somebody said put cream on top.
I guess we knew something we didn't.
Oh my God.
But anybody in the UK, it's common to have baked beans on toast. And so maybe it was like a similar thing.
With eggs, scrambled eggs in it? No. Okay, look, no, it's not. Thank you, Toby. Thank you. Because
it must have been maybe this cousin was able to make something out of nothing, but I didn't know the secret to make it work. Well, it was good when my cousin made it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice. Beans on toast is lovely. I eat anything on toast, really. I love toast.
Cream, heavy cream.
Probably. If I had some, I'd go in there and whip us up some heavy cream now.
I think chocolate icing that you put on cake and put that on toast, I think that's really good.
So what are we going to have for breakfast this morning?
I don't know. I was going to just make some scrambled egg whites unless you're taking them.
I think I do have a can of beans. Maybe we'll have some beans and some scrambled eggs for, no.
Just get yourself some chicken you can save on the egg prices.
I know,
Baked
because I'm
beans,
afraid of
baked
having chickens. They make rats.
yeah, baked beans and brown bread. Mm.
Let's see. Let us know how it is.
Yeah, you go for it. Because if you make it, it will be good.
This is true.
Mhm.
This is honest to God's
Yeah,
truth.
you can make something out of nothing.
Yeah,
That's what her kids remember from her, by the
right.
way. That's what they remember growing up. If mom can make something out of
I
nothing
can
and
go
dinner
in
was
there
always
and open
good.
up that cupboard and look around, and next thing you know, I'm making something out of nothing. I made something out of nothing for us the other day. Now it may seem like it's just nice, okay, but I opened up a can of that canned chicken. I don't know how many of you have seen that canned chicken, but I made canned chicken, cream of mushroom soup, some noodles, and then I throwed some peas in there. And honestly, it was a pretty good deal. Didn't you think it was
Yes,
good?
it was. So Ireland staple Guinness and baked beans, egg, and sausage.
Uh
And so the
huh.
egg is on the plate with the baked beans.
Yeah,
Where in this
maybe
case, they just mixed it all together.
maybe he only had one pot.
Maybe.
Let's see, brown
Nothing
bread.
beats an Irish breakfast for me.
Do you want to go out and have an Irish breakfast?
Baked bread from a canned traditional Boston food. I
Hmm.
made bacon cheeseburger soup yesterday.
Ooh,
Everybody
that sounds good. So let's see. Well, it's 9:38.
everybody must want breakfast, huh?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Everybody wants
I want
Sunday
to thank
breakfast. Who's
all of
cooking?
you for hanging out with us and coming and hanging out and talking and sharing and everything. This gives you a chance to think about, things that are a little bit more serious, like, what did your mom make that you would like to make? And maybe you
Mhm.
should look it up, like, and go ahead and share that with your family or somebody around you,
Mhm.
like, I mean, like my mom, she did make a corn casserole, and it was nice because I don't know, it was just good. So I'm gonna whip that up today. And you've never had it, right?
What's what?
Corn
No.
casserole. Yeah,
Well, I
so
mean, I made, but not made
Judy's
it at home.
yeah,
Not
but
homemade.
Judy's gonna
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Yes,
She's
I
gonna
am.
sit there and she's gonna be like, yes.
Yes, I
So
am.
uh
So let's see. American baked beans are much sweeter than the savory English Irish brand.
ah
I wanted to try the brown bread in the can.
I don't
Really?
know that.
They're talking with each other. They must all be from the UK. Is that right? So, well, I'm thinking my daughter's comfort food. I asked her, is it spaghetti with green peas? Because your comfort food probably spaghetti with green peas. I feel bad for you. I want to do better for our grandchildren. I want to make sure that when they come here, I've cooked something fun.
Well, when our granddaughter comes here, she's from London. She lives in London, and so there's a few things that she's not experienced, and it's just because they live different too. But I'm really looking forward to her giving her. You ready for this? Fish sticks, because she doesn't know about eating fish. And I think every little kid should have fish sticks. Should have fish sticks on a plate with some ketchup,
Yep.
and where
Yep.
she roll them around in the ketchup and eat it. I can't wait till she tries fish sticks. I was talking about her last night because every time, like, she talks to us on the video phone, and I say to her, how I can't wait to see her and can't wait to play with her and stuff. She hugs her video phone,
Yes.
and it all goes dark. It goes dark, and it feels so good when it goes dark because I know that she's hugging her phone. She's hugging that phone because she wants to hug us, and it's just so nice.
So Michelle is here saying, good morning, checking in from Florida. I hope you're having a great morning. I'm cooking spaghetti now for dinner.
All right, Michelle, it's good to see you.
Does
Thank you
that
very
mean if
much.
you're cooking spaghetti now for dinner and it's in the morning, does that mean that you're making it with homemade spaghetti sauce where you got to cook down those tomatoes and
Or
everything?
maybe she's making it early so she can have it for lunch and then have another bowl of it for dinner.
Oh.
Like when you make Thanksgiving dinner and you eat real early and then you
Mhm.
eat it again later on.
Wow, fish sticks are a childhood trauma. Somebody's writing. Really? Really?
They are for Megan too, for my daughter.
Why is that? I loved them when I was a kid.
Well, we're going to have them too. You want them today?
No.
With our corn casserole?
No.
Yeah.
I don't want fish sticks. I don't like seafood.
You'll like these ones. We have an air fryer, and I never cooked them in the air fryer before, but they might be nice.
I was gonna wait
Don't forget
until a granddaughter
applesauce
comes
with
out eating with
cinnamon.
her.
Applesauce with cinnamon.
Yeah.
That's good too.
Yeah. I want to with our granddaughter comes, I want to make well, I want to make the pancake with blueberries or apples or something like that with it. But I want to make the French toast where you cut it out in different shapes.
Yeah, but you know
Yeah.
what? I'll tell you, I did the cooking mainly when our granddaughter came to visit last time,
Hmm.
and when I did, it was so funny because my style of cooking is so much different than it was in the other in the previous life. You know, the style of cooking now. When I said to her, I said, "Do you want some pancakes?" And she's like, "Yeah, I want pancakes." I went in the freezer and I got that box out with the microwave pancakes in there.
The protein pancakes.
Yeah, the protein microwave pancakes. And I got them out, and you know that little girl ate them just like I was in there whipping them up in a big old bowl, you know. And then later on in the day, too, I said to her, I says, "Do you want to make cookies?" And she's like, "Yeah." And so she's excited because she's used to making cookies with her mom,
They
right?
mix
Where
the
they
cookie
they
and
gotta get out
cookie.
the cookie
Yeah.
dough and let it sit and
Put the
pick a little
chocolate
bit.
chips in there.
No, man, I reached up in the freezer and I got one of them big boxes that you got probably like 30, 40 cookies already, and you
And
just
they're
have to break
already
them.
cut.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
have
even
to
have to
break
slice
them
them.
off.
They're already.
Nope, just break them off, put them on a cookie sheet. Now she did help me put them on the cookie sheet, you know, and so that's where her nostalgia will come in. That's where her memories will come in with grandma. You know, she'll remember the fact that her and grandma would make cookies, and all she had to do was break them off and line them all up and get them real nice, and then
Right.
we'd bake them. And 10 minutes later, we'd be sitting there with a cup of milk talking about life is good.
And Michelle said, yes, eating for lunch and dinner. She's making the spaghetti.
That's it, Michelle. That's exactly how to make it work.
Can fruit mixed in with jello now? That's
Oh,
childhood trauma.
that's my sister's trauma. Yeah, she was just
Really?
talking about that. She won't eat. She cries, or not cries, but she gets really upset if somebody suggests Jello. And Jello with fruit in it is just like, because my mother made Jello with fruit in it every week, and we would have that along with our dinner too. And then how the fruit would float on the Jello. Did you
Yeah.
have it?
I think
All the
I'm not at
time.
home.
She would have that fruit cocktail that you put in the can
Yeah.
with the what do you call them, grapes, the grapes in it and stuff, and the little hard pieces of fruit that weren't the ones that didn't make the cut. You know, you know.
Do you have anything that was a childhood trauma food wise?
Well, I remember her trying to get me to eat like okra, and I wouldn't
Uh,
eat it. And I do remember like when she'd open up a can. I think she just understood like a can of those peas and carrots.
Yeah.
You know how you could buy peas and carrots in one can together? It was
Mhm.
like pre-mixed.
And
I
you
wonder if
didn't
it's
like the
more.
carrot.
Why would you do that? Why would you mess up a good can of peas
I throw
and
carrots
put
in them.
carrots in it? You know?
And one of the things my dad liked was peas and carrots.
No. I mean, I would eat it, but I'd pick out all the carrots and push them off to the side.
Oh, soft-boiled eggs are my childhood
Oh,
trauma.
my dad would make those too. I see fruitcake was my Christmas trauma. Well, I would eat it too. I just picked the fruit out of it, you know?
I loved canned carrots.
Oh my God. You know, I was at the farmer's market thing the other day and they had lots of carrots there. And I did think about buying them for Judy so she could eat them because, you know,
So the
I
only
don't let
thing
them come in the house. We
beats
just
the mind. The only thing I remember my mom made I couldn't eat was liver. She made liver.
I love liver.
I couldn't stand the
Oh,
smell
look,
of it.
cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese too, you know. So at least now we know what to name today's show.
Yeah, what?
Childhood trauma.
Yeah.
Childhood trauma is what we will name the show today.
Uh-huh.
And in that way, a lot of people will truck into this. They'll be like, ooh, childhood trauma. They won't
Slimy
realize it.
boiled okra is my
Oh,
childhood trauma.
good
See, now,
Lord.
the first time I made
Well-
okra a few times. I didn't know that they would get slimy. I didn't know this. And so I looked at the cookbook. I made them and they were fine. But now I'm afraid to make them because now everybody tells me how hard they are to make.
Oh my! So so Mandy remembers sitting with her grandma and her aunts and my mom the whole day while they made cornmeal. I didn't even know you could make cornmeal. That just
Yeah.
seems like something that's made at like a cornmeal factory, you know.
You can
But
make-
we used to have cornmeal because Yes,
cornmeal rolls,
they
hundreds
made.
of them.
Oh, the rolls. Okay, yes, I remember when they made a lot of cornbread. We made a lot of cornbread. Cornbread with
Yeah.
cracklings. Have you ever had cornbread with cracklings? Now that's some good stuff. But they would take, and this makes me think of it too because we're in the season of Lent. Lent, however you say
Oh,
it. Excuse me. And to be able to roll that fish in the
uh-huh.
cornmeal and then drop it
Oh.
down in that frying grease, and it. I mean, the whole neighborhood be smelling like fish. Oh, good Lord, boy, was that some good fish? When you got the cornmeal on and it's all crispy on the edges and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That ain't corn. That ain't that fish sticks.
No.
It's a big difference from fish
So what I
sticks.
remember from childhood, I absolutely loved. My mom did have. She loved gardening, and she had a huge vegetable garden. And we would go out there and pick the vegetables. We would get the peas and have to take off
Snap the peas.
the pea pods, yeah, do all that, or we would get the green beans and have to snap off the edges, and and we were little kids. We could just sit there for hours, and then if her parents came to visit, then we'd sit there with my grandfather, and we'd
Right.
get the vegetables
Well,
ready.
those were some times where we could sit and listen to some nice old stories too, where the parents get to talking about this and talking about that, and these things come and go, and we don't get to share them, anymore. Let's
Also,
see.
canned peas and those flavored instant pasta bag ones, always chicken flavor. Always.
Oh, that sounds kind of like what you like.
My childhood trauma with food is split pea soup. No, thank you.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
I
horrible.
loved it.
Yes, I didn't
loved
like
it.
that neither. How about
Oh,
them?
it was probably my favorite.
Guess
Actually,
what
when I was a
Barb
little
said the other
kid.
day she wants?
What's that?
Them wax beans. Remember the green beans that are really yellow? Who would want green beans named yellow that are yellow? And I asked her because I never ate them. I just pushed them aside. Did they taste the same? She said they taste the same. So if they taste the same, why would you have yellow green beans?
Variety. Why do you have heirloom tomatoes?
That's fine. That's fine.
They're all different colors.
No,
I like
the wax
that.
beans
That's cool.
do not, and maybe because they used to come in our school lunch. Back in the day, we used to get these little containers in our school lunch,
Yeah.
and it had a little veggie side and had a little meat side. I guess that's when they didn't have no vegetarian kids, huh? There wasn't no vegetarian kids back then when we was hungry. Like, you ate what you ate.
Yeah, Michelle's here saying fried okra with green tomatoes when I make it. Ooh.
Oh, I don't know because I don't want the okra, but I love green tomatoes, fried green tomatoes.
And next day, good morning, ladies. My mother used to make porridge from cornmeal. It was very delicious.
Really? I'm getting hungry now.
Mm-hmm.
Getting hungry. We do have we got some oatmeal in there. I could whip up a bowl of oatmeal. That'd probably be nice. I'd like to have some oatmeal. We don't have to go out for lunch or for breakfast. I could even make scrambled eggs and some oatmeal. That'd be nice. I won't mix it together though. Chitlins are your trauma. Well, you know what?
We can have
I would
oatmeal and
do
put a fried
anything right
tomato
now.
on top of it.
I would do anything right now to have some chitlins, but cook them. I don't want to cook them in here. I don't like the smell in here. I would not want it to soak into the wood of the house. But if I could find a place where somebody was selling them and they had like pre-made dinners or something like that, I can't even tell you. If I could go somewhere right now and get me a nice big plate of chitlins and some greens, some sweet potato, and some cornbread with cracklings.
Yeah, I'm not even hungry now. That's interesting.
Wow.
Anyone have green glop?
No, never had green glop.
Green
That
glop.
must have been something your mom called it. And, your mom
green
say,
glop,
get
kids,
in
I'm
here,
going
kids.
bed."
Get in here, kids. Eat your green glop and
I'm
shut the
going
hell
to bed. Sit down, stop complaining.
up. That's right.
I'm not a restaurant.
That's right. You get the green glop. No, I've never heard of green glop, Mandy. I don't know what your mom was giving you. But I'm sure it was good for you because it was green.
All right. It had vegetables in it, right?
Or did it have?
My father loved brains and eggs, and we had
my
to eat
dad
that. Make us
too.
go hungry. We went hungry.
Oh my God, my dad too. It has a horrible smell too. Oh my God, what a
I think those people grow up well, but so if they grew up with this and they gave it to the kids, how come it wasn't the same for the kids loving it?
But see,
Growing
my
up with
dad enjoyed it enough. It was something that he didn't care to share with me. He would let me taste it just because he wanted me let me taste whatever. I mean, you know how it is when you got kids. You could have a big old plate of poo and they'd say, "Can I have some? Can I have some of yours?" You know, and you'd reach over and play, "Yeah, sure, here, take some." But he had that kind of stuff. He knew that I was like one taste and that was it. Or maybe the smell was enough to traumatize you. Now, one thing I did really like was oyster stew. My dad used to have oyster stew all the time. Boy, I'd like to have a bowl of that oyster stew. But every time I buy it in a can,
oysters?
it's milk, butter, oysters. But there was never enough oysters in it. You know, and when it comes in a can, it only has like maybe 1 or 2 oysters in it. Yeah. And then I was standing there with my little sad eyes talking about that. Can I have some?
Okay, Vicks Vapor Rub, saltine crackers, chicken noodle soup, can of Sprite, and daytime TV shows. So this is your comfort day, right? When you were sick.
Oh, you poor baby.
Yeah, our granddaughter already found out that if she's sick, it's okay to watch TV.
Yeah, they don't see. That's what they don't know. They don't let them watch a lot of TV. So now she knows if she gets sick, then she can just watch Bluey all day long. I think they ought to come up with another plan because I think you could fake a sickness if you want to watch Bluey
all day long.
You know.
Yeah, well, they can tell if she has a fever.
yeah, right. We all fake that too. Let's see.
That was a staple when I was sick back in the 80s.
Yeah, not mine. My mom had to work. I didn't have time for all that. It'd go lay down. That was it. Go lay down. My kids, I helped them by saying, "Go clean your room and take a shower." Boy, I'll tell you, that'll heal you. You go clean your room. Go clean your room and take a shower. That will heal you. You know.
That's what you told your kids.
Oh heck yeah, they'll feel all better.
Oh, this is.
Yeah, I watched. Not all my children, but General Hospital and all them. I lay there and watch that with Grandma.
St. Louis Slim says, "Morning, lady. Did you have saltine crackers and buttermilk smashed up in a bowl?"
Hell no. My family loved me. I don't think that's. I don't know.
I had saltine crackers.
Yeah, we had saltine. But did you hear what St. Louis Slim said over here on YouTube? He said, "Did you ever have saltine crackers and buttermilk smashed up in a bowl?" Good Lord. Let's see. Might as well eat a brick of butter. Yeah, might as well. You know what? This has been really nice talking to you guys this morning. We actually are down to about 6 minutes left, and we're going to be going and
graham crackers and milk. Crackers and milk.
Yeah, that's good.
St. Louis Slim. I think we
got a box of graham crackers still in the basement, huh?
Yeah, I have to take the graham cracker with yogurt.
Oh yeah,
and I like that.
My favorite are the ones with the cinnamon on them. Yeah. You know, right now we have the regulars, and I suffer through.
Thank you for the gift.
Yes, thank you for the gifts. Thank you. Let's see. Really cool show. Thank you. Oh my God. Looky who that is.
Oh, nice. Hey,
it's nice to see you, Margie. Let's see. Let me think. Margie, Margie is my cousin, guys. So I have talked before about Grandma Glenn, which is her grandma too. And she used to make this cake when I would come to visit. And it was German chocolate cake. And it was really good. Now I remember I used to love to drink. And I remember going there one time and my uncle, he had scotch or something like that. But I wasn't used to drinking scotch. Mm-hmm. I drank either vodka or whiskey. Yeah. And I remember saying, well, I'll take mine with some Pepsi. Well, you know, one thing you don't want to drink is scotch with Pepsi. Good Lord, is that some nasty stuff? You know,
but maybe if I like scotch anyway,
right?
Maybe it wouldn't have mattered.
Right. If somebody would have started me out drinking scotch with whiskey, I would have never drank.
Peanut butter sheet cake. Wow.
Oh, that sounds good. Mandy, would you like to stop over and bring one of your peanut butter sheet cakes?
No, I have to have some German chocolate cake.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well, we're going this afternoon to see a play, so somewhere in the line, we're going to have us something really good to eat because we didn't talk enough stuff and, on it. So what did we decide today's show was going to be called? Childhood trauma. And the childhood trauma involves what you had to eat that you just didn't like. And I it was so nice of all of you to share some of that horrible stuff. I mean, I think the winner is saltine crackers with buttermilk smashed up in a bowl. I think that's the winner of about the nastiest thing that Grandma could have given you, huh? But we never did find out what that green gosh was or green gosh.
Yeah.
We never found. That
might take the win. But
yeah, that could be the win. You get the prize.
Maybe it take the win because they don't know what's in it either.
Ooh. Grandma said don't ask, huh?
Green gloves.
Oh, you commented. Oh, I missed it. Let's see if I roll up here.
Yeah, see if we can find it.
Let's see.
Yeah, anyone have green gloves?
And that was Mandy.
I don't see what it was.
Yeah, no. We're
trying to see what
graham crackers and milk. No, that's what we saw you.
That was good.
All that stuff's good stuff.
Nothing
bad.
Let's see. Was green glob one of those yellow salad?
Oh, Jello salad. I like, and my favorite kind of Jello is lime.
It is.
Yeah.
I'll have to try to put that in my memory bank somewhere.
That's my favorite. I'll eat the red because it comes in a container, but I really like the lime.
What's your favorite sandwich now or when you were a kid?
Right now, if I could have my favorite kind of sandwich right now, it would probably be like a Philly steak and cheese with onions and green peppers and all that on it with a toasted bun.
Mine is still white bread, bologna, American cheese, and ruffled potato chip with a jelly.
Ooh. Man, I tell you, so many people know how to eat. I appreciate it. But I'm going to tell you, let's see. We're down to a couple minutes here.
Okay.
We're going to leave you right now.
And I have a secret I can share.
Okay. So what we need you to do is to come on over to our YouTube channel, which is Edie and Judy Rainbow Grannies. Over there, we've got a secret. We got a secret. I got a secret. Okay, so Edie and Judy, Rainbow Grannies. Can one of you moderators type that in there? And so if you can't find my YouTube channel, if you go to my profile on TikTok, it's right on the front of my profile. It'll click you and bring you right there. When you come over to my YouTube channel, our YouTube channel, can you please type in the comments there? Say, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here, or something. Just say, it's me, I'm here, so we'll know you're here. Also, make sure that you minimize the chat over here on our YouTube channel and click on the thumbs up. So we ready.
There we go already. Jenny's here, Karen's here.
Okay.
So we're saying bye-bye to TikTok.
Come on over to YouTube. Get the secret.
See you, TikTok. Hey, YouTube. Hang on. We're going to wait for a few more folks to come on over. And because I got a secret to tell.
Yeah. So I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much. Yesterday, when we came on over here to YouTube, was really nice, because we were talking about our secret. But what made it really nice was there were so many people on here that shared their secret with us.
Yep.
It was just like, because it's such a smaller place.
Yeah.
It was like over more here. Intimate. Yeah, more intimate setting. More intimate setting.
Dusty's here, Barclay's here.
That they got a chance to share their secret with us. And I thought that was really, really nice because there was a lot of people that actually got to type stuff that they weren't typing.
Right.
And that was so
Tony
nice.
Here,
it was
Janet here.
It was like all of a sudden everybody was letting us know who's by and who's not. And,
Diane's here, Kelly's here, Karen's
who
here.
likes scrambled eggs and baked beans together. Now's the time to say, if you really like scrambled eggs and together and beans together, this is the chance.
If somebody makes it right, it's really good.
Yeah. Well, minimize the chat and click on the thumbs up. I see you. Come on. I'm here. Uh-oh. See, the numbers is going up. Thank you very much. I thank you. If you get a chance, you hate whoever, just share it. Just share it. And then make sure you watch it a couple times. Help me with my numbers here. I'm begging you here. Don't make me beg you.
Gary's here. Tony says it's so strange from this angle. I usually see you on TikTok.
I know, but this is it. But look, can you tell I don't have a bra on? Can you tell?
One of our viewers said that too. They're not wearing one either.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
See, that's nice. And I don't feel like all alone.
That's right. Because nobody likes to feel like they're the only one.
Right. It's like no bra Sunday, huh?
That's right.
Maybe we'll have that next week too.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I hate to overwear this hoodie. Because
it's making you sweat, huh?
No, my daughter, I haven't worn this. Have you noticed I haven't worn this hoodie in a long time? My daughter, should this be my secret?
Okay.
Okay, we all know that I love my daughter, right? We all know this, right? But my daughter had her nerve to tell me that I should not wear this hoodie anymore because it's a little bit on the raggedy side, you know.
You don't wear raggedy. You always have yourself all together and all cleaned up.
I've had this hoodie for 12 years. I've had, or at least 10 or 11, something like that. Judy bought this hoodie for me for my birthday, like one year when we were at the Ohio Women's Festival. And
so I guess my job is to find you a new one, huh?
I told my daughter maybe for Mother's Day, she can get me, a new one because people see me out in this hoodie. It is my hoodie. It's my hoodie. I mean, and it's so comfortable and it's nice. And I know it's a little raggedy and everything like that. But
your daughter probably can't believe that you would wear something that's a little raggedy.
She said that it's just like it's time to let it go. She said I can wear it fishing and I can wear it bike riding and I can wear it like hiking and everything. She says, but don't wear it out in public anymore. So then she ordered me a basic black hoodie. And I've been wearing it. You notice I've been wearing it, right?
Nice.
It's the quality of it. This one is much better quality. It's nice and thick.
That's why you wear it so long.
It's so nice. This is why it's held up. I mean, it's a little raggedy around the sleeves there and everything.
Probably fix that if
I don't need to. I think it's kind of nice. It's
part of it. It's part of the comfy of it.
If I drop dead today,
you want to be buried in that?
I don't want you to give it to my daughter because you just look at her and say, oh no, that hoodie's way too raggedy. You can't be wearing that. No, definitely give it to her.
Tony also said it's your signature. And the students, you should try to find the same one. I mean, Edie was looking, actually. She was looking. And Karen said, if it makes you happy, wear it.
Thank you, Karen. And it does make me happy. I'm not going to wear it today. I would wear this hoodie everywhere. I mean, it was really bad. I mean,
and I can't find you in a crowd when you're wearing it.
She still can't find me in a crowd. No, I can be the only black person in a crowd wearing this hoodie, and Judy will be,
Edie, where are you?
Edie. I'm like standing there. I'm here, Judy. I'm here. Yesterday I couldn't find Judy when we were at the thing
at the library.
Yeah, I looked up and what did I see? I saw another lesbian, and I thought it was Judy, and then I was like, nope, that wasn't her. Anyway,
short brown hair, huh?
Yeah, she did. She had short brown hair like yours. Okay, I want to thank you guys for hanging out here with us. Is there anything you want to talk about before? The seed swap was so neat. That's where I went yesterday. Was to the seed swap. And we ended up here. Grab that bowl right there behind you. Oh, I thought you could reach it with your arm.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, the camera's up there.
See, I got this bowl full of seed packets, and there's like, I don't know what that was.
Cucumbers.
Oh, okay.
Spaghetti squash.
Pumpkins. We just got all kind of stuff. Cabbage and all kind of stuff. Heirloom lettuce and. So anyway, it was really neat because we went to the seed swap and there was hundreds and hundreds of people there.
Yeah.
And it was just
we wore our mask out. They actually had baskets of masks out there.
Yes, they did. They had masks there. I felt bad because I really wish I'd had a rainbow one. I didn't wear this hoodie yesterday because, I'm not supposed to wear it out in public. So it was nice. We got lots of seeds. I'm going to start planting them probably this week sometime and get my little sprigs going and everything. I got lots of sprigs going here. I've got here. Let me see if I can turn this a little bit so you guys can see that.
You can see the lights
Oh, you
there.
can
Those
see the
are
lights.
all seeds.
Yes, there's all kind of little baby plants coming up in there. So, yep, it won't be long. So, thank you very much. Anybody got anything else you want to say? Fine. You want to say turn that beep 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 alarm off again, huh?
I don't know. How long has it been going on?
Oh, how long's it been going on, Destin?
If you can just let me know and I can go.
It's probably been running about a half hour.
Oh my.
Right? It's okay.
Because some of us are lucky we don't hear it.
It drives me crazy. Sometimes it goes off at night.
Week. It's been going on a week.
Thank you, Destin. Are you out? Camping, Destin? Are you out camping? You camping right now? Because I know you camp a lot.
I was going to say, don't leave me home alone with the cats all week. Because that alarm will go off. I won't know, and the cats will go crazy because no, I'm not shutting it off.
Oh, can I? No, I won't talk about that. I'll talk about that some other time. Okay.
I walked around thinking it was mine. Thought it was in her house.
Yes, I know. Okay. Hey, thank you everybody for hanging out with us. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next weekend. Have a good week, everybody.